Growing up in a sports-minded family, it wasn't long before this successful athlete was developing his skills on the playing fields and skating rinks of his hometown of Fort William. It was upon that strong foundation that he would build a sports career that would see him enjoy success as an amateur and professional athlete and also as a coach. His first success came on the baseball diamond, where he contributed to back-to-back Canadian senior Little League titles as a member of the 1966 and 1967 Fort William Americans. And during the winter months, he could be found moving up the ranks of the minor hockey program, earning a center ice position with a highly competitive Fort William Canadians junior team. Playing on the team between 1968 and 70, he earned Rookie of the Year and scoring title honors, and those talents earned him entry to the University of Denver. Playing in the Final Four 3 out of 4 years, in his senior year he scored 24 goals and earned 46 points in 29 games, establishing himself as a worthy candidate for the pros. Upon graduation from university, he signed as a free agent with the Dayton Gems of the International Hockey League. In 75 games in his pro rookie campaign, he scored 41 goals, assisted on 72 others for an impressive 113 points. And that solid offensive output earned him the Leo Lamoureux Memorial Trophy as the IHL's leading scorer, and also the Gary F. Longman Memorial Trophy as the league's top rookie, and earned a spot on the IHL First All-Star team. The following season, he earned 63 points in the first 48 games playing in Dayton before being called up to the NHL by the Washington Capitals March 1, 1976. Making his presence known, he recorded a pair of goals and earned 12 points in his first 19 NHL games. Skating in all 80 games of the Capitals' 1976-77 season, he had 11 goals and added 23 points to his NHL record. Following 2 seasons, he split his time between the NHL and the AHL, serving as a strong center ice performer with the Hershey Bears, helping them land a playoff spot in 1978-79. Following another successful season in the IHL with the Port Huron Flags, which included another playoff run, he then turned his attention to Europe and starting a decade-long hockey career there that would provide him with the opportunity to compete at the world level and also contribute to some memorable moments in Italy's hockey history. Playing in the Italian professional leagues between 1980 and 92, he spent a decade with SG Mac Brunico, leading them to the playoffs in 6 of his 10 seasons. From 90 to 92, he was a leading force with HC Milano, and it was during the 1991 Italian League playoffs that he was part of a historic moment with that club.
Il suo portiere, si perde, è di niente. Ancora dentro, Bragnalo gol! Bragnalo in gol! Ricco Bragnalo in gol! Un disco della balaustra per Bragnalo che tagliava. Bragnalo ha segnato con tutto quello che aveva.
Scoring twice in the final game, he helped that team earn its first and only Italian League title. In what can be compared to Italy's Stanley Cup, the team's victory brought their many fans into the streets to celebrate this proud achievement. In addition to his regular season play, he participated for Italy in 6 World Championships from 1981 to 87. In 1980-81, his strong playmaking abilities helped the Italian team finish first in the B group, earning him a position on the first All-Star team. Promoted to Group A at the 1981-82 World Championships held in Finland, Rick and his teammates faced off against some hockey powerhouses, holding their own against teams such as Russia and Sweden, and handing the United States a 7-5 defeat. But it was in their matchup against a Wayne Gretzky-led Team Canada that would put Italy and the name of Rick Bragnalo into the headlines and go down as one of the major surprises of the tournament. Demonstrating his characteristic smart playmaking and quick stick-handling abilities, Rick assisted on Italy's first goal, moving up ice on a 2-on-1 break, sliding the puck over to his winger who put it in the net, tying up the game at 19:57 of the first. After Bob Gainey put the Canadian squad ahead 2-1 midway through the second, Rick regained the tie by batting in his own rebound with only a second to go in the period. At the 2:28 mark of the third, a pass by Rick led to the go-ahead goal for Italy, much to the delight of the over 4,000 Italian fans in the stands. A goal by Canada's John Van Boxmeer 4 minutes later tied the game at 3, and that's where it remained at the sound of the horn, marking the end of a fine showing by the Italian squad. Not surprisingly, when Italy was putting its team together to compete at the 1984 Olympics, Rick was awarded one of the coveted spots. And traveling to Sarajevo on the eve of the event, he was disappointed to learn that because of his time spent in the NHL, he would be ineligible to hit the Olympic ice. That same year, he did receive a prestigious award from the National Sporting Newspaper of Italy, which recognized the top athletes in each of the country's major sports. Retiring from the professional ranks at the age of 40 following the '92 season, he returned to Thunder Bay and continued on with his winning ways, this time behind the bench, coaching the 96-97 AAA Midget Kings to a national title at the Air Canada Cup Canadian Midget Championships. This outstanding athlete continues to remain active in sports, marking an athletic career that has spanned 5 decades and seen success all along the way at the local, national, and international level. A career for which his family and friends and his many hometown fans can be extremely proud.